In today's Chess Fundamentals in less than 4 minutes video, we're going to learn the basic value of the pieces. Even though our ultimate goal in chess is to checkmate the opposing king, it's important to know a general value of the pieces so that when you're doing your calculations or trying to figure out whether or not you should go into an exchange, you can at least have some point of reference. And in this case, what's commonly used, and there's been a lot of people who've written about this, but I just want to give you a quick summary. We're going to use the value of a pawn as our kind of our penny in this value here. So with that, a pawn equals 1, of course, and knights and bishops are both worth 3, but we'll talk about some exceptions in a little bit. The rook is worth about 5, some people say 4.5, and the queen is worth about 9, and again some people say 9.5, but we'll just use these basic values for right now. The king is priceless in general because it cannot be exchanged, it cannot be captured in chess. However, in the endgame particularly, it has, or at least it's been estimated, it has a fighting value of 4 pawns. There are some other things to consider when thinking about the value of the pieces. If you have the 2 bishops, which is when you have both bishops and one of your opponent's bishops has been exchanged or captured, some people estimate that it gives you about a half a pawn advantage, or a plus 0.5. A tempo, or a situation where you can maybe give up some material in order to get a lead in development, is considered to be about 1/3 of a pawn. So if you can gain 3 tempos, it's almost like having a pawn advantage. The value of the bishops go up in open positions. That's when there are less pawns in the center of the board to block it. The value of a knight goes up in closed positions. This is where the pawns are interlocked and the knight can jump around these pawns, but the bishop can't. Sometimes the centralized knight is greater than a rook, and we'll probably go into that in future videos. And of course, sometimes 2 rooks is more valuable than a queen, and in some positions the queen is more valuable than 2 rooks. I guess the point here is that we should use these values as a general reference, but in any particular position these values can change, and they're really just used as a point of reference because they really have no absolute value during a game of chess because of other factors, including your opponent's king getting checkmated or your king being checkmated, things like the activity of the pieces. All of these actually change the relative value of the pieces in any particular position. But this is a good starting point to go from, and hopefully you can use that in your games. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you want to get updates to upcoming videos. Also, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Recently, I did an interview with Greg Liberto, the head coach, about crushing your ants, your automatic negative thoughts, to play your best game ever. Check it out by clicking on the link below.